Good afternoon and welcome back to Save Time, Save Money Chat. For those of you following on a hashtag, that's STSM Chat. I'm Michelle Stinson-Ross for Offers.com, and I am joined by a couple of other Offers partners in crime today. I want to introduce you first to Mr. Sean McDevitt. Please say hello, Sean.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Sean, would you take just a second to introduce yourself and let people know, what you do at Offers and what teams you love to follow and why we're talking about football today?
Yes, of course. Well, I'm a partner manager, as this thing says right here, for Offers.com. Basically what that means is I interact with all of our partners on the site who provide different coupons for the users, you guys, and we make sure we have the best content on the internet, we have the best deals, and we save you guys money. As far as my favorite teams, I actually grew up in Los Angeles, and the Rams and Raiders were already long gone, and so I'm just sort of an NFL fan. But my wife is a big Steelers fan, and it's easy for me to get on that bandwagon because my grandfather is also a big Steelers fan.
Very cool. We are also joined by Beth Malsom. Beth, will you say hello and tell the folks a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Beth Malsom. I work at Offers.com as the customer service representative. Also work closely with the product team, making sure everything that goes out onto our website is correct. And again, kind of reiterate what Sean said, we just want to be saving you guys some money. I am from Colorado originally, so by default, I am a huge Denver Bronco fan. Pittsburgh's okay, Sean. Yeah, I don't mind Roethlisberger so much, but it's with Manning that my loyalty lies, absolutely.
And Beth is toning this way down for the internet.
What are you talking about? I don't have a Bronco snuggie right here.
Well, I guess I'll fess up. I grew up in southern Oklahoma, and our team forever and ever and ever is the Dallas Cowboys. But, some of us have better teams to root for than others, eh, Beth?
Love them.
I love me some Cowboys, but I'll have to admit I have been just a Peyton Manning fan for a long time, regardless of what team he played for. Love me some Peyton.
You're a smart woman.
He's also a lot of fun to have on your fantasy teams, too, which I know we'll get into in a little bit.
No, if only we could get him on a hangout now. That would be super cool.
It would be presented by Papa John's.
Indeed. All right, so for those of you that are wondering, okay, we're talking about offers, we're talking about favorite football teams, what the heck is going on with Save Time, Save Money Chat today? I'll tell you. It is officially football season. The first game of the season was played this past Thursday night. We got more games coming up this weekend, and I just had to make sure that all of you ultimate football fans are enjoying yourselves and not blowing a ton of money. So that's what we're talking about today. My first question for you guys is, football fandom always includes food. What are some of your favorite tips for tailgating and putting on the spread at home? Sean, you want to jump into this first?
Yeah, sure, of course. Thanks, Michelle. Well, we have on the site a lot of food delivery services, and this is a funny one as it relates to Peyton, but Omaha Steaks, they always have some great deals, and they get you everything that you need in time for the big game. As far as other items on the spread, it's always nice to shop locally. Being in Austin, Texas, we're big fans of the organic produce, and so it's nice to have a little bit of everything because you never know who's going to be at your event and what they like to eat.
Cool. Beth?
Yeah, I mean, of course, Omaha, hurry. We love those Omaha steak deals. It'd be a great idea to just order, some of those Omaha steaks and just cook them up on the grill while we're watching some football. But like Sean said too, I have so many football fan friends around Austin, and everybody has a different diet, different foods. of course I have to feed my Raider fans, nitty-gritty stuff because they're not Bronco fans. But, I always shop local. Whole Foods is always a good go-to for me. I can find pretty much anything and everything there, and they already have it pre-made, so why not make my life a little easier?
Nice. How do both of you do a lot of tailgating? That's the one thing in the places that I've lived that I really haven't gotten a chance to is the tailgating. What kind of experience do you guys have with that?
Yeah, just going out there, everybody's grilling. Friends last week, it was the first tailgate here for UT football. So we went down and tailgated, and they had brought out all this, no stops. They had their grills out there. I had a friend that had just literally come from Home Depot where he had just bought a grill. Of course, I asked him if he used a coupon from offers.com. Whether he did or not, we could have saved him money, certainly. But, you need the grills, you need the chairs. Of course, you need the food. That's important. You need the coolers for all the beverages, adult beverages, of course. But, tons of those kind of coupons are on our site with all of our different merchants.
Well, I find it something that go to. And a lot of the times it might just be at a friend's house because, as we all know, there are a million other games going on at the same time. And in addition to the food and stuff, and I meant to bring it out, but I have pink wide receiver gloves. And so I have friends that they'll have like the newest jersey or they'll have socks or whatever it is. And so it's a chance for people to kind of show off their fandom, if you will, as well.
Cool. I have to bring up, we are just after Labor Day, and since we're talking about grills, I have to say this is probably the best time to purchase a new grill if you're, in the market. Maybe you just moved, or the one you have has seen better days. This is a really good time of year. We're to the end of the summer. There's not that many weeks left that there will be really great weather for grilling. So if you need to go shopping for a grill, or maybe you need a portable grill for tailgating, now's the time. There's definitely some good deals out there. Any other thoughts? Is there anything that we tend to forget when we're tailgating that maybe we need to double check and make sure before we leave the house, before we hit the tarmac, so to speak?
Well, I'm sure Beth can speak a little bit more to this, but a big one is weather, right? Especially up in Denver.
It's beautiful up there right now, though. But, yeah, make sure you have your galoshes and your umbrella and your parka for certain, because I've sat through many a Monday night football game freezing to death at Mile High Stadium. But, again, yeah, if you've done it once, you've done it before. Just make sure that you have all your P's and Q's. You're good.
Well, and I found that a lot of games that start at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, especially this time of year in early September, it's still kind of hot. But then when the sun goes down, it gets really cold. And so I've had to learn the hard way and be super cold at the end of a game. And so now I'll bring a sweatshirt, even if I look kind of funky carrying it around with me. I'm much more comfortable at the end of the game. And to your point earlier about the best time to buy certain items, Finish Line just had a deal. They were selling 2 fleece NC2A hoodies for $40, and I know that'll come around again later in the year. And so if you're still waiting to get your team's sweatshirt for the big game, there's still time.
Nice.
I'll get you a Broncos sweatshirt, Sean, so you'll never have that problem again.
I'll just have to wear it away from my wife, and then I won't get in trouble.
Okay, next question for you. No football fan is complete without gear. We all know. So, how can fans show off their team pride without going broke?
Well, Beth has the Snuggie, so you're diversifying.
Absolutely. I'm not cold after any game, Sean.
So, where are some of your favorite places to find deals, Beth?
like Sean was saying, Finish Line, Academy, even going to fanatics.com, they have a great Bronco section. A lot of times everything's on sale, and we advertise that on offers.com. We let you know that they have these great sales sections and let you know the percentages that you possibly can be getting off on some of last year's gear. Broncos haven't changed the logo in a long time, so my gear goes on and on and on. So I love to buy it, and yeah, Finish Line is really a go-to for me.
Yeah, sort of piggybacking on that one. The other advertisers like Finish Line, so like East Bay, Foot Locker, they always have like 15% off $70 or 20% off $100. And so when I talk to friends of mine, I'm just shocked that they aren't buying online and going to offers.com because you can save a lot of money. And like Beth was saying, if you are on a budget, it's really great to wait until the end of the season because that's when everything's put on sale. And so it's regardless if you're an NFL fan or the NBA or baseball. If you want to get that special new jersey, or Nike just redesigned a lot of jerseys in the NFL. If you want to get the newest style, just wait until the end of the season, and you'll get hooked up.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
What do you guys think about free shipping offers? Is that really a money saver? Is it a bonus? What do you think about free shipping when it comes to gear, especially?
Oh, you want free shipping? Absolutely. You save so much money. The 6, 7, depending on how much you ordered, that adds up. Jerseys are not inexpensive items, so if you can find free shipping on that, save yourself some time. Save yourself some money.
Yeah,
do it.
That's very true. I've been burned a lot of times, Michelle, by paying like $8 to $15 in shipping, and I've actually found that if you have a store like in your local mall, you can have them actually ship it to the store. And so it may be a drive after work or on the weekend to go pick it up, but I'd much rather do that than pay the $10 to $15 that shipping is going to cost. So whenever anybody has free shipping, definitely get that.
Cool.
Right, and a lot of the free shipping merchants too, they will, returns for free as well. That's included a lot of the time. Online shopping, you know your sizes, but sometimes you're going to get something a little off that you need to return. And if you had free shipping, you're most likely going to have some free returns with that.
Awesome. I am a big fan of Amazon Prime. It has been so worth it to me to pay the fee for Prime and be able to have free expedited shipping and all that kind of stuff. Am I not alone in this, or have I been needlessly blowing money on my Prime account? What do you guys think?
Beth, do you have
like
a Prime
my
account?
Prime account.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sean.
No, I was going to ask if you had a Prime account.
Do I?
Yeah, because I don't, but my parents love it. So, Michelle, I don't think you're wasting your time or your money with it. Like my parents, since I left the house, they've downsized, and so they just get stuff delivered to them all the time, and they love it. And so I haven't used it personally, but I have a lot of friends and family that have it, and they love it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I feel like they're my personal shopper a little bit because I order it and it's there 48 hours later. It's a great little surprise for me. So I'm with you, Michelle. I absolutely love my Prime.
Well, who can complain about free 2-day shipping and a truckload of digital downloads as far as movies and things go? I love my Prime for tons of reasons.
Right.
Okay, we've covered gear, we've covered food, but the ultimate fan would rather attend a game. Am I right?
It's true.
What are your favorite money-saving hacks for tickets and travel?
Well, I will be attending a Denver Bronco game on September 14th when we beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
When we beat, there's not even any question.
No. We'll win that game. I have no problem. One, I'll be there, so Manning will feel the power of Beth Malsom in the house at my house. But for me, I knew I had to get a plane ticket and go to a game this year. I haven't been able to go in several years, which has been unfortunate. So what I did is I just paid attention to Expedia, all of the travel sites that we have on offers.com. We have great deals, and we also have these little add-on buttons that you can put on your computer. So if you're searching for, say, a flight on Southwest, this add-on is going to let me know that we have 9 deals with offers.com on that add-on. So right away I can click on that button, and it takes me to show me all the great deals that Southwest or Expedia or Travelocity all have on our website. So I certainly use that and save some money for my VIP ticket at the game.
Yeah, Beth sort of touched on it, but on our site, on offers.com, Expedia, Hotels.com, Travelocity, and I think a few others have what's called a travel widget. And so even if you're just kind of browsing and you're thinking about checking out a game later in the season, you can input all of your information in the widget, and it'll sort of spit out the best price, taking into account all the different deals. In addition to the travel stuff, there's a bunch of ticket aggregators. And so I know everybody knows of StubHub, but they're not the only ones. And so companies like Prime Sport, Ticket Liquidator, RazorGator, and a few others sell either packages or single tickets at big discounts, especially as it gets closer to the game, because definitely there are certain teams that need to fill seats more than others.
Awesome. I have to follow up because personally I absolutely love our Chrome extension that we have for offers.com. If you haven't seen that, we've got videos about it on our YouTube channel. We also have some information on the offers.com website on how to get that, what it does, all that. But by far, that is my favorite online shopping tool because regardless of what site I'm shopping, whether it's Amazon or it's Sears or it's one of the travel sites or it's even, like the Dallas Cowboys store, if I'm shopping someplace that we have deals for, that drop down in Chrome will automatically alert me that, hey, there's a discount for the stuff that you're already looking at, and you don't have to surf away for it. The second thing I really, really love, and this is a great tool for people who want to plan ahead, if you sign up for an Offers account, you can get custom email alerts about travel deals, about tickets, about sports gear and memorabilia. You can customize your email alerts for exactly what you want and never miss out on an opportunity. That way, you know that big game later on in November is coming up that maybe you want to attend. If you're signed up, you'll get an alert well in advance. Hey, Expedia's got great deals on that trip that you're planning to Pittsburgh or Dallas or Denver or Seattle or wherever it is you want to go watch a game. I love that feature about offers.com.
Yeah, I really love the newsletter part of it, Michelle, that you happened on this second part. Yeah, in terms of users being able to personalize and get the best deals that they want to see, it's a terrific tool. And even if you don't want to spend the time creating a profile and going in and picking like the top merchants that you like, we do a good job of making sure we have sport-specific deals before the big weekend in those newsletters. So all you need to do is sign up, and it's easy on the homepage.
Cool. Any other travel hacks? I know Beth has scored some great deals on rental cars before, and I have to have you tell that story just one more time, Beth.
I don't know how that would happen. It hasn't happened again, but yeah, I get the offers.com newsletters, and I've found these different websites that are aggregators for rental cars. And last time I was in Denver, I got a rental car with a company called Payless Rental in Denver for $6 a day. I was like, this is the luckiest thing that's ever happened to me. But I never would have known about it had I not gotten the newsletter from Offers. So thank you, Offers, for that.
You're welcome, Beth.
Her gas cost her more than the car.
Well, my next rental car was not that inexpensive, but again, just following these alerts that get put out for these different merchants, it's a great way to save money. My trip, I'm saving a couple $100 easily just by having got my plane ticket and my rental car through some, different newsletters that I follow with offers.
Well, and that's what's so cool because we work there and even we're surprised. Like something will pop up. It's like, oh, I need to pay attention to that.
Absolutely.
Well, who wouldn't love to save a couple $100 and catch their favorite team live in the stadium?
Yeah, exactly.
So excited. It's like Christmas for me.
Omaha! Omaha!
Omaha, hurry!
Okay, how about fantasy football, you guys? Now, this one is one I love watching pro football, but the fantasy football is something I haven't quite gotten into yet. But I know that there's some ways to really blow some serious money on this. What can we do to enjoy our fantasy football and not make our spouses unhappy with us later?
Well, yeah, fantasy football was really big for me growing up without a team to root for. It really got me interested in the NFL before I got married and had a team that I could get behind. And I always play for free because I want to save the money for trips like the ones Beth is taking. But there are some great sites on offers.com. FanDuel is a big one. They've partnered with a lot of celebrities like Snoop Dogg and a few others. You can go online and actually join their leagues. And I want to say it's like $10, but you do get some of that money back via the coupons at offers.com. And then it goes week by week, and I want to say it's like $50,000. And so, Michelle, to your point, I'm sure any spouse would be totally fine with it if you bring home $50K.
Beth?
I can't speak much on fantasy football. I'm so focused on my Denver Broncos that it's hard for me to, really pay much attention to anything else. So, yeah, just go Broncos.
Well, even though I'm a Steelers fan, I do have Peyton on both of my fantasy teams.
And that was a good pickup, my friend. That was a good pickup.
Yeah, very good pickup.
Any insider, I've been doing this for a while. I know how this works. Tips do you have for other fantasy football players, Sean?
Oh, man, that's putting me on the spot. I did win my league. I was the league champion last year for my group of friends. Thank you. Yeah, I would say there's no sort of magic pill, and you have to have some guys on your bench that are going to be able to step up because football is a really rough sport, and inevitably a few people get hurt. And so just keep an eye on who's doing well. Try to pick them up off the bench, and you'll be okay. And draft Peyton Manning right now.
Good luck with that. He's a wanted man.
Right on. All right. One of the things that I have to point out here, and I'm kind of going off my script just a little bit, but trust me, this is going to be worth it because football is such a social event, whether it's fantasy football where we're getting people together to create leagues and that kind of stuff and play one another that way, or whether it's bringing the game to get gang together to watch the game at home. Dude, you got to have a good TV. Am I correct or what?
Yeah, this is true.
So what are you guys spotting as far as deals on TVs? And if you spotted anything like deals from Directv or any of the cable providers on the value-added football fan stuff like Directv's NFL ticket, what are you spotting out there as far as TV watching goes?
Nothing I can think of off the top of my head. I just moved into my place, so I bought a cute little 32-inch TV for my bedroom. I got it at Best Buy. Of course, I found a good coupon when I bought that on the Best Buy page on our website. I want to say it was like a $100 rebate on something. Again, it's been a couple months, but there's always great deals out there on TVs, especially with all of our electronics merchants.
Well, and sort of piggybacking on that one, the big box retailers like Sears, you don't really think about, but they're still trying to sell TVs. And whenever you have the newest 3D TV, the ones that just came out the year before are going to be discounted. And so I'm sure Beth was able to pick one up from Best Buy that's still, top of the line, but it's not going to break the bank. And then, Michelle, you mentioned Directv. I love Red Zone because you kind of just sit there and you take it all in on Sundays. But in addition to that, if for people that don't have cable or maybe a little bit out of budget, the Google Chromecast is terrific because it's like $40, and I think you can save about 10 to 15 via some coupons on offers.com. You can just search for the Chromecast, and so one of the hacks Michelle's talking about, you download the Watch ESPN app or different apps, and then you can just stream it from your phone or tablet directly to the TV, and it's a lot of fun.
Nice tip. I would not have thought to bring Chromecast into the pool of discussion here, so thank you for that. All right, so weekend's coming up. We know who Beth's rooting for. What do you think?
I have Sunday night covered, y'all.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun watching Thursday night's game. Seattle looks really tough. It's going to be interesting to see if anybody can knock them off. But have a couple big games today too for college. I went to the University of Oregon, and they're playing Michigan State up in Eugene. So that's going to be a good game tonight.
I'm missing my college game right now to spend time with you guys.
Oh no! Hey, I did check. They're up by a lot. They're beating that little high school they're playing.
Yeah, nice. That's usually the way it goes when the Sooners are playing Tulsa. So sorry, Tulsa. We get out of the way early. All right. Any last-minute parting tips? Because we're just about done here.
Go to offers.com. Save time, save money.
Save time, save money. Go Broncos.
Yeah, seriously, we work there and we live it and we love saving money.
Yeah.
Excellent. Guys, thank you so much for, a few football fun moments. A lot of great tips on saving time, saving money. To everybody else watching us either recorded or live, thank you very much for taking the time to spend a little time with us, and we hope to see you back in next week for Save Time, Save Money Chat.
Great.